What's up, everyone out there? Welcome back to the Meandering Conversations podcast. I am here joined by a lovely guest, Bryce.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, and today, since this is March Madness time, it's March, I thought, why not do something fun and have us do a bracket for a podcast episode. So, before we get into this, hope you guys enjoy this kind of stuff. Like, subscribe down below, and so the bracket is a bracket of 16 single team elimination stuff, and it is on. I can show the bracket right here. It is on. The bracket is on 16 different Quentin Tarantino characters from Tarantino movies, and we're gonna be pinning them up against each other in fights, and whoever wins the fight, or whoever we agree wins the fight, moves on, and you know how brackets fucking work. So, let's get into it. The first match, and by the way, I seeded these randomly. I didn't give a fuck, and I just randomly picked some characters, and also, what are we allowing for, like, weaponry? Like...
What they use in the movies.
What they use in the movies? Okay, so, like, Bill from Kill Bill's on here, so he would get, like, a sword. So, okay. Anyways, we'll start off with the first, matchup. We got Beatrix Kiddo from Kill Bill, Uma Thurman, versus Aldo Rain, who is Brad Pitt from Inglourious Basterds.
Beatrix wins for sure.
I don't know. The problem is that I have with her is that she just has a sword. That's the thing.
Yeah, but she fights people with guns.
When? I thought she only fights people with swords in Kill Bill. Except,
I don't remember.
Like Madsen, but she survived getting shot by that. Well, she does fight the one, the Cottonmouth, was it?
Waldo.
What were you gonna say, Bryce?
I don't think Aldo would win.
Yeah, he is a very skilled, well, yeah, he is a skilled soldier, because he does manage, with the help of the bastards, he does manage to take out, like, groups of Nazi soldiers. And, I would say Beatrix Kiddo would win in that fight, is because even though he has guns, Beatrix Kiddo killed an entire fucking armada of Yakuza members. So, yeah, Beatrix Kiddo moves on to the next match up. Aldo Rain, unfortunately, lost. Okay, you can introduce the next one.
Are we just doing the whole left side, or are we going?
Yeah, we're doing the left side first.
Alright, we got Mr. Blonde from Reservoir Dogs against Butch from Pulp Fiction.
Okay, so Mr. Blonde is a psychopath. So he does have that kind of air about him. And he does...
So what, does Mr. Blonde get a gun?
Yeah, Mr. Blonde would probably get a gun. Butch uses a samurai sword and boxing gloves.
Shotgun?
When does he use
and boxing gloves?
Does he use a shotgun?
Or doesn't he shoot... with the GIMP scene, who shoots the guy with the shotgun? Is that...
I think that's Marcellus Wallace.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He does kill, John Travolta in the bathroom with his SMG, but then he just drops it. I think it was like an Uzi. Well, yeah, Mr. Blonde would get, I don't know, he would get a gun, but that doesn't mean he necessarily wins right away. Because, like, what if Butch just, like, bum rushed his ass and then started, because I feel like if Butch managed to get in close by Mr. Blonde, he would win because he killed that one boxer, right?
Yeah.
So it would be a close fight because Mr. Blonde is also like
I think in
insane.
the end, Mr. Blonde's gonna win though,
Why?
because he's crazy.
Yeah, and he does have a
I mean,
gun.
Butch is like ego driven, but
Yeah.
I think Mr. Blonde would win that one.
Yeah, like Butch, I would say like if he was like determined to survive against Mr. Blonde, I would say like he would win, but also at the same time when you deal with like psychopaths, they don't necessarily like feel pain, and Mr. Blonde also like says that he likes toying and torturing with people, so he would toy with Butch. It's hard to say, but yeah, I think Mr. Blonde would win out in that one. Who's Michael Madsen? He'll dance around to fucking stuck in
Stuck
the
in the
middle.
middle with you.
Yeah, he'll dance around his fights. Okay, I'll introduce the
Yeah, and
next
then
one.
Butch will shove a gold watch up
His ass.
his ass.
Okay, we got Stuntman Mike from Death Proof versus Dr. King Schultz from Django Unchained. This is an interesting one
I
because
mean, what does he run over his tooth wagon
his
with his fucking car with his mom's car?
well, to be fair,
I mean,
Doctor,
Schultz would win in like a gunfight, but if we're including their cars,
yeah,
there'd probably be a collision. There'd be a collision, and they'd get out, and then I feel like Schultz might just like shoot
but like,
fucking.
yeah, and then also the thing about Schultz though is he's insanely smart. Like he's very smart, and he like plans out most of the things he does, and against Mike, I feel like yeah, what would happen is like Mike would ram the carriage, or even like if like the KKK scene, Schultz would have like the carriage parked off to the side, and then he would have his sniper and then shoot it.
So we going with Schultz.
Yeah, because once Mike loses the car, which I feel like Schultz is smart enough to avoid it, I feel like he's pretty easy to kill because in Death
Yeah,
Proof,
he's not really like a fighter.
yeah, he's a bitch unless he has his car. So I'm gonna go with Dr. King Schultz. You want to introduce the next one?
We got Jules and Vincent against from Pulp Fiction against the stunt women in Death Proof.
So we got Zoe
This is a
Bell.
tough one.
Yeah, we got Zoe Bell, whoever that one actress is, and then Rosario Dawson. Even though I'm pretty sure in the movie she's not a stunt woman, but she's
Right off
still.
the bat, I'm gonna go with the stunt women.
Well, only one of them has a gun, and Jules and Vincent both have guns, and they are gangsters. But they are kind of fuck ups. Like,
Yeah, they're not necessarily the most like skilled. They
well,
don't really
yeah,
show skill.
yeah. I mean, like, of course, the like Samuel Jackson's performance in that gives off a lot of intimidation, but at the same time, like, they're fuck ups who live through that situation because they, I don't know, God. You think God came down from heaven and helped us there? And then they fucking
The
shoot.
stunt women are actually like
They're competent. They were able to take down Stuntman Mike. Like they once they got into like close proximity and stuff like that, they were able to, and it's also a group of 3 versus a group of 2 of them. Like what would Jules and
I'm cool
Vincent
with
get
it.
like their pistols, and then the stunt woman, what would one of them have that metal like rebar thing, and then the other one would have the
They
gun?
have a gun.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be a close match, but due to the fact that Jules and Vincent are kind of like idiot fuck ups, I would say that the stunt women, especially because they like agreed to go hunt down Stuntman Mike at the end of Death Proof, I feel like
Yeah,
they
Jules kind of operates out of greed,
Yeah,
and I mean they both do.
yeah. Like, I feel like the group of stunt women would be way more determined to, like, kill their asses if they start to fuck with them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
All right. Yeah, I'm cool with going with.
Okay, we got Major Warren from The Hateful Eight versus Bill from Kill Bill. Do you need to be reminded who Major Warren is, or do you
No,
remember?
no, no. Is he the old dude or is he Samuel Jackson's
He's
character?
Samuel Jackson.
Oh, okay.
So
I
Bill,
mean, I think Bill.
yeah. The thing is,
Bill's
Major
like a
Warren,
trained assassin.
yeah, Major Warren is a good bounty
Major
hunter,
Warren's
though.
just like a not even necessarily a good fighter.
Yeah, he
I mean,
does.
Civil War fighting was like let's stand 20 feet away from each other and shoot with muskets and shit.
Yeah, and Bill did use a gun, is the thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, he did
I,
use a
I think
gun. So I feel like Bill
I
would
think
win against Major Warren, even though I feel like Major Warren would be kind of like smart and would have like kind of the advantage at first. I feel like Bill is also I think they're actually around the same age because Major Warren's also older in
yeah,
But wait,
but age doesn't really mean anything.
wasn't it like a thing in Hateful Eight where they said like he killed an entire like prison guarding him?
He just burned it down. He didn't.
Oh.
He didn't really. He didn't really like kill everybody. He just burned it down. He set it on fire.
And Bill was trained by the same person who trained Beatrix. So I feel like
And he gets a Hanzo sword. So
yeah, he gets a Hanzo Hashashi sword. So yeah, Bill wins against Major Warren. Now we got Cliff. Is it Cliff Booth? Wait, oh wait, you were supposed to introduce them. Sorry, you go.
okay, we got Cliff from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood versus the Hangman
That is,
in.
it's John. It's from Hateful Eight. It's Kurt Russell from Hateful Eight.
Oh, okay.
You know, yeah.
Is that his character's name? Does he not have like a
It's
name
no, his
name, or is
name
he
is
just called?
John. I think it's like John the Hangman Ruth, because he always like he's a bounty hunter who like always makes sure the hangman gets the fucking bounty or something like that. And that's why like
Yeah, he
at
never
the
cheats. He
end,
never cheats the Hangman.
yeah, and then like at the end, like the two guys hang the one bitch because he wanted that to happen.
I feel like Cliff would be impossible to kidnap. Like Cliff would not. Cliff would not. Cliff would fight to the death.
Yeah, and he's like what is he, like an ex-marine or something like that?
Yeah,
And he does kill
he's actually
three.
killed fucking. He's
Yeah,
way more. He's a way more of a trained killer. In a fight, he's fighting for the kill. Hangman is.
he does
He's
have guns though. We don't see Cliff ever use a gun. Would he get his
yeah,
dog
but
on his
Cliff.
side? Would he get his dog on his
Yeah,
side? Yeah.
yeah. I think Cliff's winning that fight.
Yeah, especially if he has his dog Brandy, because the Hangman, he has guns and like I think you don't really see a lot of his fighting in the movie, but he is like suspicious and smart. But I feel like Cliff is way more like strong and just like a natural born killer. God damn it, I just realized what I did there. Fucking Christ.
Yeah, I'd say we go with Cliff.
Yeah, Cliff beats John the Hangman Ruth from Hateful Eight. Okay, we got Ordell Robbie, uh, Samuel Jackson from Jackie Brown versus Django Unchained. Django Freeman, I think they say his last name is, but I don't think that's his actual last name. From Django Unchained. So, I feel like this is an easy win for Django.
Django against Ordell. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, even though like is he just like an arms dealer? That's all. He does kill Chris Tucker, and I can't think of the actor, Robert De Niro. But both of those situations, the other person wasn't ready to fight. Django burnt Candyland to the fucking ground, and he also managed to like kill like 50 people there, or how many fucking people he shot there. So I feel like Ordell, especially because Django's like the fastest draw in the West, I feel like Ordell Robbie, even though he is like a gangster type thing, he's more of
He's
like
not a
a
fighter.
yeah, he's
He's
not a
not a fighter at
fighter.
all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's more
Django
of
wins that. No
yeah,
questions asked.
he's more of like the top of the thing, and he has people his underlings do his work. So yeah, Django is just way more smarter, and he's better at gunfighting, so he moves on.
Even if I mean, you only ever really see Ordell with like a revolver,
Yeah,
with like like a 357.
yeah. Even though like he mentions like, oh, that's a Mac 10 or whatever he says. I haven't seen Jackie Brown in a bit.
I just saw it the other day.
Okay,
Okay,
you're
then we got Lonnie, aka the Bear Jew, against Mr. Orange. Who's Mr. Orange again? You gotta
Steve
remind. I always forget.
no, he's the undercover cop in Reservoir
Oh,
Dogs.
okay. So he's okay. Um,
I feel like this is an easy one again.
yeah. Lonnie wins this for sure.
He would just beat the fuck out of him with a bat, and it would just be amazing to see. Because the thing is, like,
Yeah.
he gets shot so easily, and then he's just kind of like a bitch. Well, he does. To be fair, though,
Well, Reservoir Dogs is like realistic as hell, though.
yeah,
Especially compared to that's I feel like the biggest issue with these brackets is some movies are way more hyper realistic than the others. Like
yeah,
Reservoir Dogs is very like he gets shot and he's just laying there like bleeding out. He's not like getting up right away. I feel
but
like characters in Inglorious.
yeah. It's
But yeah,
such like
no.
a different thing, but it's funny to discuss this because imagine like just him like beating the shit out of him with a bat, or like even just like spraying him down with like a machine gun. The problem is like he only had a pistol and he didn't really take that much pain, so he survived a lot after like he got shot, but he didn't really do anything active. So yeah, Lonnie, aka the Bear Jew, is moving on to the next bracket. So back
You're gonna
to
have to
the
tell.
yeah, back to is this quarterfinals? Yeah, this is quarterfinals. I don't think it fucking matters. So for on the left side for the quarterfinals, we got Beatrix Kiddo from Kill Bill versus Mr. Blonde from Reservoir Dogs. Um, I feel like this is an easy fight again. Because Mr. Blonde is just like a psychopathic gangster. Fun, even though like she already beat that actor once, Michael Madsen. What do you think?
Beatrix wins.
Yeah, like even though
No
like
questions asked.
yeah, she's a trained like hyper assassin. She would beat the shit out of Mr. Blonde. Like he would walk up, pull out his razor, but then she would just run at him, cut his fucking head off, and then
Yeah, she would be dead within seconds.
yeah, Mr. Blonde. Even though you're a great character from an underrated Tarantino movie, unfortunately, you just can't beat Beatrix Kiddo.
All right, and then next we got
Dr.
Dr.
King, yeah,
King Schultz against the group of stunt women.
yeah, from
Oh shit.
this is gonna
They're
be
both very competent.
yeah, they're both very competent. They're both would I say smart for the group
They're
of
both
stunt.
witty and smart. Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
so.
The thing is, would they get the car or no? I feel like
Yeah.
yeah. But yet again, Schultz is insanely smart though, is the thing. Even though it's like a different time period and stuff like that. He's also an insanely like skilled gunman at the same
I
time.
want to say King. I want to say Schultz would win.
Yeah,
I
because
feel like he's taken on like groups of people before.
yeah, he's definitely
He's
taken
definitely
on.
more like he's definitely more like
He
combat.
yeah, he's more combat efficient, while the stunt women, they're like competent and they're able to take out a few people. But and the two people they've went up against, at least what I'm doing in my head,
Yeah,
Jules and
I think Schultz combat IQ is gonna make him win that
yeah,
fight.
even though like we could just like the thing in my head though is if they have the car, they could just fucking run over the horse and Schultz at the same time. But at the same time, like in my head, if I'm imagining Schultz in a world where he knows that cars exist, I feel like he's
He'll
gonna
find
put
a way.
yeah, he'll find a
He'll find
way
a
to
way to counter it.
yeah, he'll find a way to counter it to where that's not going to be such a huge problem for him, and he'll just fucking kill all three of them.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm cool with moving Schultz up.
yeah, I'm fine with Dr.
All
King.
right, who's our next two? Cliff and
Yeah, we
Bill.
got Cliff versus Bill from Kill Bill.
Two very like similar characters in a way. Not like they're both very like combat.
They're combat efficient. They're very well trained killers.
Yeah, but I feel like Bill has like
I would like to
the
say
edge.
though, I feel that Cliff has the more physical physique over Bill though.
Yeah, but Bill's killed way more people than Cliff, and
Yeah,
I think Bill's coming out on top of that fight
yeah,
regardless.
but
But you also like
yeah, it's a problem because we don't really see all what Kill Bill did because he had the Black Viper Squad or whatever the fuck it was called do everything he can.
it'd be an interesting fight, but I think Bill's coming out on top likely. If I had to put
Yeah,
my chips in,
yeah, I feel like
Cliff definitely stands a chance, but
he would give him like a very good fight, and like Bill would have to like heal up after that. So
yeah.
I definitely fucking feel like Bill would win, even though it's like Cliff is a very good format for him and a very good matchup. But yeah, I feel like Bill would just come out on top because he's killed a lot more people and was trained by the one guy up in the temple or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
that
All right, yeah,
was.
I'm cool with moving Bill up. Who did
Okay,
we Django and
Lonnie,
Lonnie?
aka the Bear Jew.
That would be also be a very good fight.
Yeah, that would. Hmm. You know what I just realized?
What?
This might just come down to the climax of Kill Bill. I just fucking realized that.
Yeah, I've been thinking that this whole time. Because if Django, well, let's focus on Lonnie and
Yeah, okay.
Django.
So we got Django, the fastest draw in the South, or whatever King Schultz says. And then Lonnie, two very skilled, formidable combat foes. Django is insanely. I feel like he's smarter than Lonnie.
Yeah, I think Django's a little more driven too.
But would he still have like the same force to like the hatred he feels against Lonnie that he would feel against like half the people he killed? Because remember in that first scene, like the first time he tries to kill somebody, he hesitates because his son is with him. But I guess that's a different moral quandary, I guess, if you think about it.
Hmm.
Because
I'm
Django,
thinking Django.
yeah,
I'm thinking Django.
even though like Lonnie is a very skilled fighter, Django I feel like would come out on top. I feel like Lonnie, if we took away guns, I feel like Lonnie would win because he's way like more jacked than Django. But if we're counting guns, and even if Lonnie
Yeah,
gets like,
Django's definitely just like a really good shot.
yeah, he would just like whip out his pistol, shoot him twice or something like that.
Yeah,
I
I'm cool with going Django.
yeah, Django. I feel like would win this fight.
All right, now we're moving into the
Quarter
whatever the fuck you call
semifinals. Semifinals. Okay, we got Beatrix Kiddo versus Dr. King Schultz.
it. Schultz.
Now,
Schultz would definitely create like
yeah, he would be smart enough.
he wouldn't be easy to kill.
Yeah, he wouldn't be easier to kill. He would be smart enough
But
to.
neither is Beatrix, so I feel like Beatrix like character is known to just persevere even through like near
Even
death
getting shot
experience.
by a shotgun. But I feel like Schultz
Yeah.
is such a smart character, he's not gonna be as dumb as fucking Michael Madsen was to, like, shoot her, then just, like, bury her.
Yeah,
Like,
but I feel like if either of them obtain injury during the fight, Beatrix is going to be the one to overcome it.
yeah, but another, it's so hard to, like, decipher, because if you also think about it, Schultz would like realize the situation he's in, and then he would play the situation to his strength. So like I bet he would try to keep his distance from Beatrix because she is armed with a sword, and I don't think she uses a gun. Wait, does I don't remember. It's been a
No, I
while
don't
since.
think she does.
Yeah. Even though I like somewhat recall her like walking into Bill's house at the end with a gun, but the thing is, Beatrix, she's not as smart as Schultz, I would say, but she's way more like driven. But but another problem with that is that she was driven for vengeance in that. Like she was truly like she was truly like ready to do this because it was the only thing that she felt that she had left to fucking do. With Schultz, I don't think she's gonna have that much of a like motivation to kill him.
To survive, she will.
Yeah.
I think Beatrix is coming out on top.
I don't know, man. Schultz would give her a
I don't think
very
there's any way. I don't think there's any way Schultz is beating her.
really. You don't
I,
think
I
there's
mean, maybe, but also no. I think I think Schultz is gonna win. Or not, I meant Beatrix. I don't think Schultz will win.
it's so hard for me to decide because you're right. Beatrix perseveres through any injury, but Schultz is just insanely smart to where he wouldn't like get injured. But I think that it would maybe just come down to like who is more like physically active and like more
Which is
fast, and that would go to
which is
Beatrix.
Beatrix.
Yeah, because Schultz is an older guy. Even though he's insanely smart and a good shot, I feel like Beatrix would come out on top. Even though it's a hard, it would be like a very, that fight would be so fucking cool to see. But it would be, I feel like Beatrix would win in the end. Just
Yeah.
due to the fact that she's more like physically capable than Schultz. Okay, we got. I really, I really hope this doesn't
Bill,
go.
Bill, and Django.
Yep, Bill versus Django.
Weirdly enough, I feel like Django might win.
Yeah, even though as we said, Bill is a highly like trained assassin. The thing about Django though is he's more limber than Schultz, and he's arguably a better shot than Schultz.
Yeah, and Bill's a little old, but that doesn't mean
Yeah, it doesn't mean a
much.
lot, but I feel like Django would be quick enough on the draw to kill Bill. God. Second time I've
Kill
done
Bill.
some, yeah.
I'm cool with putting Django in the final.
Yeah, I feel like Bill would give Django like a very like hard fight to win. Actually, to be honest, in my mind I just see like Bill like hesitating at first and then Django just drawing bang bang dead. Like
I think Django and Kill Bill are the two movies where the characters are the most like unrealistic. and more like hyper violent,
Yeah,
which
but
is
I
why I
feel
think our bracket ended
the
like
way it
with these
did
characters.
with two Django Unchained characters being in the top
Like
four,
all
two.
other Tarantino movies, the characters don't really kill in
I
a
mean,
way that seems
Inglorious though. I would like to say
they don't feel it
Inglorious.
doesn't feel it feel it, it's up there, but it's not as unrealistic as Django. He's just fucking murdering everybody. Kill Bill, she's just like when she fights the crazy 80 or whatever the fuck they're called.
I thought that was like Yakuza. I don't fucking know.
No, they were called the Yakuza Crazy 80 or whatever.
Yeah, and then she fights Lucy Liu.
Yeah,
And
it's
stuff.
just like way more.
Yeah, it's way more of such a different like atmosphere to everything. So
Than Reservoir Dogs or Jackie Brown,
yeah,
Pulp Fiction. Like,
but this is just a
there's not
fun
that
little.
hyper.
Yeah, it's just a fun bracket. Even though I feel like we knew who would like come on top, I feel like it would just still be like a fun little like
Yeah,
social experiment. But yeah, I definitely think Django would defeat Bill, even though it would be a very close fight.
yeah.
Django's just like younger and faster, and he's the best shot in the South. So he
All
moves
right.
on.
Well, then I guess we got Beatrix and
Beatrix.
Django. That would be a very good fight.
Yeah, no, it would. Like I just imagine like like her just like running around like I don't in Candyland like just like doing
Like
backflips. Yeah,
slicing
like
fucking bullets.
and you see just
Like,
like Django like bang bang like just like huge like squib shots breaking
yeah, it'd be really
everything.
gory. They would be down to like,
Yeah. That would just be like such a like they're just doing like little nicks to each other. Like no one hits like
yeah,
a huge attack until like they're just like already all like bloodied and tired.
yeah, yeah. But I feel like in the end, Beatrix is gonna do the fingers of death or whatever it's called.
She's gonna
That's how it would
finger.
end.
You're gonna do the
How is it
five
called?
fingers of death.
Yeah,
No, it was like it was just like it was just like the jabs to like make the heart explode. But
yeah,
I would say in Django's defense, he is insanely smart cuz he has the same era of Schultz in that he would be clever is the thing, right? Cuz
yeah.
cuz we
Yeah,
see that's his whole
Beatrix kind of goes in. Beatrix goes in guns a blazing. That's why I think she gets shot by Manson's character
yeah.
with the
Cuz
shotgun
like
because she was just like she was sneaking up, but she wasn't like fully aware.
yeah, and I feel like with
No, Django would
Jang
definitely get some blows out on her. Like,
yeah.
but I
Hmm.
think Beatrix is gonna persevere through the.
I don't know, man. Django is insanely
They both got pretty close to death.
but they both managed to fight through it in two different ways. She did it in a physical sense, while Django did it in more of a
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just imagining them being like covered in blood, super wounded, and then Beatrix just like getting close to him and five fingers of death, blowing his heart up. And then Django's like walking in towards the sunset, like, and dies.
and then his wife is there, and then
No, I don't think his wife would be there, but
I don't know.
he'd be
But
looking at a picture of
but
her.
but but we do know that he would persevere anything to save his wife. So what if in this
No, but we can't
scenario
put other characters in the scenario.
yeah, but he also shows that him himself would persevere through anything to even protect his own life. Because
Yeah.
even though he gets caught in the end, he only gave up because his wife was captured. He would have kept fighting if that wasn't the situation. They're both highly motivated
Yeah, but at
characters.
the end of the day, I think Beatrix is like just the better killer. Like she's more like I don't know. I think Beatrix would win.
It would come down to like the final stretch. They would both be like insanely bloodied, and the thing about Django is we really don't get like how good of like a non like gunfighter he is. You get what I'm saying? Because with Django,
Yeah, he's not prepared for hand to hand combat, and I
he
think Beatrix would get him to the point where his bullets are running
yeah, his bullets are
low.
running low. Even though like he does not miss a lot of shots, and like he's very calculated. But I feel like since Beatrix is so fast and like has martial arts on her side, she would be like dodging and weaving out of his way, and he would land some hits. But I don't think it would be a vital organ. It would yet again be like a very close fight.
Yeah, but I'm putting my chips in Beatrix.
But at the same time, though, Django is. I feel like Django would approach the situation smarter than her. Because do we really see him. Well, he does almost make rash decisions when his wife is threatened. They're very similar characters, but I think, yeah, we're right, though, in the fact that it would fucking come down to just, like, bullets, they're all bloodied, and Beatrix would just have the physical, like, and the physical combat able to beat Django. Even though, like, as I said, he is a very good shot and stuff like that. He's very similar to Schultz, he's just more agile than Schultz. So it would just be a more difficult fight for Beatrix, but I feel like she would win.
Yeah.
Which, that's what
All
you
right,
predicted was... What?
Yeah. I
That's
think we
what you
figured out
predicted who was gonna win. I was... So yeah, that's our bracket of 16 Quentin Tarantino characters. I'll show the bracket on screen, like, right now. And, the one character who Bryce thought was gonna make it to the top, and I thought maybe was gonna make it to the top, made it to the top. I was expecting this to either come down to her and Django, or like her and like Aldo
Bill.
Rain. I was gonna
I
say
didn't think Aldo. I didn't think.
Billy.
I don't think Aldo. I don't think Aldo as an individual fighter is all that good. I think in the movie the bastards are like a team, so they.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
they're killers, but they're not like.
yeah, they're not
You know, it'd be
super.
Aldo and Cliff would be a very good matchup.
Yeah, that would have been, but I randomly seeded these, so I really
No, it's
I
okay.
what would have
I
been
think the matchups were good.
yeah, what would have been a hilarious matchup is if Stuntman Mike went up against Cliff. That fight would be fucking awesome to see. Like,
Yeah, Cliff would definitely kick his ass though.
yeah, but they're just like both like it's like a demolition derby type shit. It would just be like a
Yeah,
more
well, because they're both stuntmen.
yeah, they're both stuntmen, but Cliff is way more trained in like hand-to-hand combat than Stuntman Mike.
Cliff would get a harpoon gun.
Just
Did we take that into
dude,
consideration?
he still wouldn't beat Bill. He still
And a
wouldn't
can.
he still wouldn't beat Bill
He
with
gets a can, a harpoon gun, and his dog.
yeah.
The deadliest man.
Yeah, he just gets like a fireplace mantle and then just bang bang bang.
Oh no, he gets a phone.
Yeah, he gets a phone.
And he's on acid too the entire time.
He's on acid the entire time, so like he imagines that
So
there's a bunch of anime
he
shit.
doesn't care. He gets in the car crash and he just stands right up. All right,
But
well
yeah,
I think we're good.
yeah, this was a very interesting thing to do. And if you guys are wondering why this podcast is late, is because I was originally going to do a different bracket with a different somebody who I will not name, and if they're listening to this, they fucking know who they are. And it was supposed to be on Nicolas Cage characters going up against each other, which That would have been an interesting thing. Who would come out on top? Ghost Rider?
Dude from National Treasure.
The dude from National Treasure? I'm solving this mystery, man. But no, this was very fun to do. Even though we may have known the results, it was just a fun idea to just bracket these characters together. I wonder if there is another character that could beat
That,
Beatrix, but
that
I
you,
don't.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Cause like the reason why I wanted to try to avoid using all the Kill Bill characters is they would just be the entire bracket. Is the thing if I included all of them, and that would just be
Yeah.
boring. I included Bill at the last moment because I literally had nobody else to put in the bracket. Cause I was like thinking of like maybe putting like another one of the characters from Reservoir Dogs in, or like another character from Inglorious, but I was like, out of the ones that I've had in here, I was like, I feel like these ones are good enough to where we don't do that. But
No,
I
I
feel
think the
like,
bracket was.
yeah,
I think the bracket was good.
I remember I seeded this like earlier with the random thing, but then I had to like close out of the website, and it like matched up Cliff against the group of stunt women, which that would have been an interesting
So,
fight.
yeah. Alrighty, let's wrap this up because I gotta take a shit and I
Anyways,
gotta get going.
so yeah, the winner of the Tarantino bracket character thing, March Tarantino Madness, which is probably what I'll title this episode, was Beatrix Kiddo, Uma Thurman from uh Kill
Kill
Bill.
Bill.
Yeah. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this conversation. Please disagree or agree with us in the comments to who you think would have won. Maybe you guys would think other reasons. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe down below. And would you like to leave them with any final statements?
I was trying to think of a witty Tarantino quote, but I couldn't. Off the dome, think of anything.
I thought you were just gonna
That
say,
I
I
am
gotta
the
go
Lord,
take a
or
shit.
whatever. I was trying to think of Samuel L. Jackson's.
Ezekiel 25:13.
I put my sausage in his mouth. There, that's what I'll leave off with.
What the fuck? Okay. Goodbye, everybody.